You're watching Capital Connection from the Illinois State Capitol.
Welcome back. Now, before we go, we have one last interview here. And normally on the show, we're interviewing the people that are making the changes now in the Capitol, but we wanted to have a couple special guests on the newer generation that may be the ones making the changes in the future and, making some changes in the Capitol right now. We have Paige Collins and Bailey Stratman from Pontiac High School. You guys just finished up getting a resolution passed out of the Senate Environmental Committee. And first of all, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're both seniors at Pontiac High School, but you're already passing through some legislation, some resolutions here at the Capitol. Tell me a little bit about how you got here, what this process was. Paige, we'll start with you.
So we took a class at Pontiac Township High School called Environmental Earth Science, where we pick an issue that we see in our community, and we work to find resolutions and work with people to try and make it better. And then last year's class started this, and they didn't finish it, and so we took it on to finish it, and that is what led us here today.
All right, and Bailey, what is this resolution actually, what are you guys trying to accomplish with this?
We're trying to accomplish 30% of land and water. We're trying to conserve 30% of it throughout Illinois. All of it's voluntary, stuff like that. We want to make sure that our future generations have the resources that they need. We want to make sure that they have the food that they need, the land that they need. We don't want things to be over-urbanized.
And this particular resolution, though, it creates a sort of almost committee that you would have a say in.
Yes.
Correct? This isn't just telling the state, hey, can you guys try to do this?
Yeah.
You're going to actually try to hold them to it.
Yes.
And how does that actually work? What would that look like?
We create a task force. My aunt Emma alone, she was actually a part of the first one in 2022. She's met with the UN. She's talked about a lot of things involving 30 by 30. She's done a lot. She's created the 30 by 30 task report, which we handed out during our session.
This is, like you said, you were picking up a project that was started the last year,
Yes.
but this is something that Pontiac High School has been doing for quite a while. I'm going to break the fourth wall here. You have your teacher, Paul Ritter, behind the cameras here. He's really enjoying this, obviously.
Yes.
But this has been something for years, and Paige, this is a great question for you, because a few years ago, I talked to your older sister about this, the really start of this project, the start of that 30 for 30 project. What has that been like for you to jump into a project like this that has been built up and continues to be built over the years?
Well, it's a great experience for me, seeing all of the joys my sister got to do with it. She's also been a great resource for when I need help or when we're struggling, reading, anything like that. So she's been a great resource as that. And it's great for me to pick it up and kind of follow along in her footsteps and see how she did everything, and then try and do that and get our resolution passed.
So this wasn't just big sister bullying you into
No,
doing it?
no, absolutely not. It was more like encouraging it, hey, this is so awesome, you need to do it.
Got it. Well, one more question. This will be for both of you. You can each answer this. Why is it so important for young people to get involved in processes like this? Because we hear about the national politics and everything, but to be here in the State House, to have this opportunity, why is it important for the newer generation to get involved early in these processes?
I think it's so important that us as kids now, we see the future and everything in a different perspective than adults do, and we can bring a different perspective to the table, and I think that it's very important for us to bring that. And we are the future generation as of right now, so we need to encourage kids younger than us to even get involved and better the environment for everyone.
Correct. What Ritter would like to say, he doesn't want to call us kids as an insult. He thinks it's more of a compliment, because we're the younger generation. We see things differently. As Paige was saying, we have a different perspective on things, especially throughout how we were raised and stuff like that. I think it's important for the younger generations to have their voices heard.
Well, thank you both so much for joining us. I appreciate it. And we
Thank
look forward to
you.
seeing what you guys do in the future. And because I believe you're both going towards graduation here, right?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Well, congratulations on that. And thank you again for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
That will do it for us on this week's episode of Capital Connection. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope to see you again next week, where we're going to preview the governor's budget address. For Capital Connection, this is Cole Hank.
Stay connected to the Capitol all week. Follow us on Twitter at CapConnectIL or watch reports from our Capitol team on WCIA3. You can also find us on Facebook or WCIA.com.